The figure of Melchizedek stands out in the biblical narrative due to his unique and somewhat enigmatic presence. Mentioned briefly in the Old Testament, specifically in Genesis 14 verses 18 to 20, and later referenced in the New Testament in Hebrews 7, Melchizedek is a figure who has intrigued scholars, theologians, and believers for centuries. His brief appearances leave a lasting impact, stirring curiosity and wonder about his true identity and purpose. In Genesis 14 verses 18 to 20, we find Abraham returning from a military campaign where he successfully rescues his nephew Lot, who had been captured during a regional conflict. It's in this moment of victory and return that Abraham encounters Melchizedek, the king of Salem. The encounter with Melchizedek occurs at a crucial juncture in Abraham's journey of faith. Having been promised by God that he would become the father of many nations, Abraham's faith is being tested and affirmed in various ways. When Melchizedek appears, it's not merely a chance encounter but a divine appointment orchestrated by God himself. It serves as a confirmation of Abraham's faith and a reminder of God's covenant promises. The brevity of the encounter belies its significance. In just a few verses, profound truths about God's sovereignty, provision, and the nature of priesthood are unveiled. Melchizedek's role as both king and priest highlights the interconnectedness of spiritual and earthly realms, a theme that resonates throughout the biblical narrative. His appearance bridges the gap between the divine and the human, offering a glimpse into the eternal priesthood that would later be fulfilled in Jesus Christ. Furthermore, Melchizedek's blessing of Abraham underscores the continuity of God's redemptive plan throughout history. It affirms Abraham's chosen status as the one through whom blessings would flow to all nations, a promise that finds its ultimate fulfillment in Christ. Thus, the first mention of Melchizedek in Genesis serves as a precursor to greater revelations to come. It sets the stage for the unfolding drama of redemption, foreshadowing the ultimate high priest who would offer himself as a sacrifice for the sins of the world. In essence, Melchizedek's brief but significant appearance in Genesis lays the foundation for profound theological truths that would shape the faith of believers for generations to come. It invites us to ponder the mysteries of God's providence and the enduring significance of faith in His promises. As we delve deeper into the Scriptures, may we continue to uncover hidden treasures of wisdom and revelation, finding our faith strengthened and our hearts stirred by the timeless truths revealed in God's Word. Melchizedek's mysterious character is compounded by his dual role as both king and priest, positions rarely united in a single figure in ancient times. As the king of Salem and the priest of the Most High God, he blesses Abraham and receives tithes from him, suggesting a higher spiritual authority that even the great patriarch acknowledges. To unravel the mystery of Melchizedek, we must journey back in time to the ancient Near East, a region characterized by diverse cultures, religions, and political landscapes. Salem, often identified with Jerusalem, was a significant city even in ancient times, renowned for its strategic location and cultural significance. Situated on a prominent hilltop, Salem commanded a strategic position overlooking key trade routes, making it a hub of commerce and cultural exchange in the ancient Near East. As both king and priest, Melchizedek held a unique position of both political and spiritual authority within Salem. This dual role granted him immense influence and prestige among his subjects, allowing him to govern with both wisdom and divine guidance. Melchizedek's kingship symbolized earthly sovereignty and governance, while his priesthood signified his role as a mediator between the people and the divine. In this capacity, he not only administered justice and maintained order within Salem but also facilitated rituals and ceremonies that connected the community with the divine realm. The fusion of political and spiritual authority embodied by Melchizedek mirrored broader cultural norms in the ancient Near East, where rulers often assumed divine or semi-divine status and played central roles in religious rituals and ceremonies. However, Melchizedek's benevolent and righteous leadership set him apart from other rulers of his time, earning him a reputation as a just and compassionate king-priest. Overall, Salem served as a beacon of stability and prosperity under Melchizedek's leadership, fostering a sense of unity and reverence among its inhabitants. Through his dual role as king and priest, Melchizedek not only governed the city but also nurtured its spiritual life, ensuring that Salem remained a place of peace and piety in the ancient world. In ancient Near Eastern cultures, the intertwining of the roles of king and priest was a common phenomenon deeply rooted in religious and political traditions. Kings were not only seen as earthly rulers, but also as representatives of the divine on earth. They were believed to be appointed by the gods to govern and protect their people, ensuring prosperity and harmony within society. As representatives of the divine, kings were responsible for maintaining order and justice within their realms. They enacted laws, administered justice, and led their people in times of peace and war. However, their duties extended beyond earthly governance to include religious responsibilities as well. Kings were often regarded as intermediaries between the human and divine realms, acting as priests who facilitated communication and interaction with the gods. They performed religious rituals and ceremonies, offered sacrifices, and sought divine guidance through oracles and omens. The close association between kingship and priesthood imbued rulers with a sense of sacredness and authority that extended beyond mere political power. Their actions were believed to have divine sanction, and their decisions were seen as reflections of divine will. This intertwining of roles ensured that religion and politics were deeply intertwined in ancient Near Eastern societies. The king's legitimacy and authority were often bolstered by his religious credentials, while his religious duties served to reinforce his political authority. Overall, the intertwining of the roles of king and priest in ancient Near Eastern cultures exemplified the holistic understanding of rulership, where political power and religious authority were seen as interconnected aspects of governance. In Judaism, Melchizedek's role remains shrouded in mystery, captivating the imagination of scholars and theologians throughout the ages. Rabbinic literature, comprising a vast collection of texts and commentaries, offers a rich tapestry of interpretations regarding Melchizedek's identity and significance. Within rabbinic tradition, Melchizedek is often depicted as a figure of great wisdom and righteousness, embodying the ideals of piety and virtue. His enigmatic presence in the biblical narrative has sparked a multitude of interpretations, each seeking to unravel the secrets of his identity and divine mission. Some rabbinic sources identify Melchizedek with Shem, the son of Noah, suggesting a lineage of righteous priesthood that extends from the dawn of humanity. According to this interpretation, Melchizedek serves as a link between the patriarchs and the establishment of the Levitical priesthood, symbolizing a continuity of divine favor and covenantal blessings. Other rabbinic traditions portray Melchizedek as a heavenly being, an angelic messenger sent by God to bless Abraham and bestow divine wisdom upon him. In this interpretation, Melchizedek's appearance transcends earthly limitations, embodying the eternal priesthood that finds its ultimate fulfillment in the heavenly realm. Furthermore, rabbinic literature explores the significance of Melchizedek's encounter with Abraham, emphasizing the spiritual insights and blessings exchanged between these two patriarchal figures. His blessing of Abraham is seen as a pivotal moment in the patriarch's journey of faith, affirming his chosen status and divine mission. Despite the diversity of interpretations, one theme remains constant: Melchizedek's role as a symbol of righteousness and divine favor. His mysterious identity and significance serve as a source of inspiration and contemplation within Jewish tradition, inviting believers to delve deeper into the mysteries of faith and divine providence. In this way, Melchizedek occupies a unique place in Jewish theology, embodying the timeless ideals of righteousness, wisdom, and divine blessing. Through the lens of rabbinic interpretation, his enigmatic presence continues to inspire reverence and awe, reminding believers of the boundless depths of God's wisdom and providential care. In the New Testament, particularly in the Epistle to the Hebrews, Melchizedek is elevated to a figure of immense theological significance, serving as a central focus of theological reflection and spiritual insight. The author of Hebrews, writing to a primarily Jewish audience, draws upon the mysterious figure of Melchizedek to expound upon the priesthood of Jesus Christ and its superiority over the Levitical priesthood established under the Mosaic Law. The Epistle to the Hebrews carefully unpacks the parallels between Melchizedek and Jesus Christ, highlighting their shared attributes and significance. Melchizedek is described as a priest of the Most High God and king of righteousness in Genesis, with no genealogy recorded, and thus appearing to have neither beginning nor end. This absence of genealogy is contrasted with the Levitical priesthood, where priests were required to demonstrate their descent from the tribe of Levi. Furthermore, Melchizedek's blessing of Abraham, the father of the Jewish faith, is presented as a symbolic affirmation of Abraham's superiority over his descendants, including the Levitical priesthood. The fact that Abraham, the progenitor of the Jewish people, paid tithes to Melchizedek is used to illustrate Melchizedek's greater authority and spiritual significance. The author of Hebrews then makes the bold assertion that Jesus Christ, as the ultimate high priest according to the order of Melchizedek, supersedes and fulfills the priesthood of the Levites. Jesus' priesthood is portrayed as eternal and unchanging, in contrast to the Levitical priesthood, which was subject to change and imperfection. The Epistle to the Hebrews presents Jesus Christ as the perfect high priest who offers a once-for-all sacrifice for the sins of humanity, unlike the repeated sacrifices of the Levitical priests. Jesus' priesthood, rooted in the order of Melchizedek, is shown to be superior in every way, bringing a better covenant and eternal salvation. Melchizedek's role as a precursor to Christ is thus firmly established, and his significance is magnified in light of Christ's redemptive work. Through this theological lens, Melchizedek becomes a vital link in the chain of divine revelation, pointing to the ultimate fulfillment of God's plan of salvation in Jesus Christ. Both Judaism and Christianity see Melchizedek as a symbol of God's universal sovereignty, righteousness, and the enduring significance of faith. His mysterious identity invites contemplation of divine mysteries and the continuity of God's promises. Through Melchizedek, believers find inspiration and guidance in their spiritual journeys. Melchizedek's enigmatic presence in the biblical narrative serves as a profound reminder of the vastness and depth of divine mystery. His dual role as both king and priest, along with his timeless qualities, invites us to explore the intricate tapestry of God's redemptive plan. In Judaism, Melchizedek stands as a symbol of righteousness and divine favor, inspiring generations of believers to seek wisdom and piety. His association with Shem and the idea of an eternal priesthood emphasizes the continuity of God's covenantal blessings and the enduring significance of faith. In Christianity, Melchizedek's theological significance is magnified through the lens of the New Testament, where he becomes a key figure in understanding the priesthood of Jesus Christ. The Epistle to the Hebrews presents Melchizedek as a precursor to Christ, illustrating the superiority and eternal nature of Christ's priesthood. This connection underscores the fulfillment of Old Testament themes in the New Testament, highlighting the continuity and culmination of God's redemptive plan. Overall, the figure of Melchizedek transcends the boundaries of time and tradition, serving as a bridge between the Old and New Testaments, between Judaism and Christianity. His mysterious identity and profound significance invite us to delve deeper into the mysteries of faith, seeking a greater understanding of God's wisdom and providence. Through Melchizedek, we are reminded of the timeless truths of God's sovereignty, righteousness, and the enduring power of faith. As we continue to explore the rich tapestry of biblical revelation, may we find our hearts stirred and our faith strengthened by the profound insights and enduring legacy of Melchizedek.